Now, to be a truly great actor, you have to be willing to bare your soul to the world. Put it all out there. And if the world doesn't accept you, well, that's their problem.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
Hey! What the are you doing? I was making a speech here. You sit down right now. Sit down. Now, where was I?
Hey, has it happened to you? Swimming through the channels, but there's nothing to do. Hey, here's something new. Turn on your mind for the afternoon stew.
So I had a guy ask me for spare change on an elevator yesterday.
What? On an elevator?
Yeah, talk about awkward. I mean, on the street I just keep walking, but in an elevator, you're kind of stuck together.
Yeah, that's pretty smart of him, actually.
I guess. I mean, I never carry cash.
I feel you there, man. Gold standard, my ass.
Excuse me, sir. Yes? Would you happen to have change for $5 kabillion? Well, that depends, my good sir. Depends on what? If it's raining outside. I love being rich. Yes! Today's episode is brought to you by Luigi's Feed and Eat. If you've got a lawn, Luigi will feed it. If you've got weeds, Luigi will eat it. Luigi's Feed and Eat. We're a lawn care service, not an Italian restaurant.
Oh man, that place has the best meatballs.
And now an exclusive clip from the upcoming film, Circus by the Sea. The story of Lollipop the Clown's struggle to adjust after his brother passes and he becomes the sole guardian of his nephew Patrick. Enjoy.
You can't live with me. I live in a tent. I wear big shoes.
Now, well, if you look, you'll see Joe provided for Patrick's upkeep. Clothes, food, etc. The house and boat are owned outright.
Yeah, jackass, but I can't commute from Boston every day until he turns 18. I drive a clown car.
I think the idea was that you would relocate.
I think the idea was that you would relocate.
Where? Here?
Well, Lollipop, yes. As you can see, your brother worked everything out extremely carefully.
He can't have meant that.
Well, folks, it's Oscar season, which means a lot of movies. Here now with his thoughts on the Best Picture nominees is film critic Gregarrio Steak-Fillet. Welcome, sir.
Hi, Stu. Being here is not just a pleasure as a critic, it's a pleasure as a human being, and it's been well worth the wait.
Are you a fan of the show?
Afternoon Stew is a radio show for people who don't like radio shows, so yes.
All right. So, Gregario, do you mind if I call you Greg?
My friends call me Greg, so no, I don't mind. In fact, I'd be titillated.
All right, Greg. Well, let's get right down to it. What are your predictions for Best Picture this year?
Well, Stu, to me, one film stood out among the rest. It's a shattering, yet graceful elegy of loss and grief.
Yes, I thought you might bring up this film.
I understand why. This film was wonderfully acted and deeply felt, especially by me. It's also a difficult movie in every way.
Casey Affleck was unreal. I mean, he jumped off the screen.
Casey Affleck? What movie are you talking about?
Aren't we talking about Manchester by the Sea? Great movie.
No. That movie sucked. I was talking about the beautiful Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad? Greg, that's not a Best Picture nominee.
Well, it should be. When I watched it, I cried so much I had to be put in the hospital for dehydration. Have you ever cried that much at a movie, Stu? I don't think so.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but we're not here to talk about should-bes.
Look, Stu, you paid me for my professional opinion, so I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, we don't really pay our guest.
Oh, so you're just gonna Margot rob me now? You're being a huge Jared letdown.
I don't understand anything you just said.
Did you guys see The Deer Hunter? That was a hell of a flick.
So, Greg,
Actually, Stu, as I mentioned, only my friends call me Greg.
all right, I see how it's going to be. Thank you very much, Mr. Steak-Fillet. We appreciate your time. Your sad time.
Hey, how's about I give you a knuckle sandwich?
How's about I give you a meatball sandwich? Oh, look at there. All right, folks, that's our show. We hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Remember to like, subscribe, and be our 9th caller for your chance to win an autographed coffee mug.
Don't put that thing in the dishwasher.
Have a great rest of your week. This has been Afternoon Stew.